everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daphne and this is my channel on Flosstube where I show and talk about the progress that I have made on my cross-stitch pieces. First, I would like to say welcome to any new subscribers, and second, I'd like to say welcome back to returning subscribers and viewers. This video is going to be a WIP parade, which is your works in progress, and you're going to see all the ones that I have so far, this from 2021, and hopefully I can get them down a little bit more in 2022. So first we got this bin right here beside me. This video is probably going to be done in little bits and pieces. A few here, a few there, and I'll put it all together into one. So first, just gonna pull what's in this, pull it out of the bag, out of the box. This one is actually a finish, and it is a gift, and it is Baby Yoda or Baby Alien, 22 count, 1/1. And I gotta finish this within the next week, and this was a start in 2021. I believe I started in 2021, or it may have been 2020, I don't remember, but it's done. So there's that one, and this bag itself holds 3 different projects. So the next one, still on 22 count, I was working on completing the black 1/1. This is based on a show. The show, I believe, is Rick and Morty. And this I would like to finish in 2022, because this is a gift as well. And there's one more in here. And this one is Camping in the Moonlight Silhouette, I believe it's called. 22 count. And here's where I started this in 2021, sorry. Camping is something that I've done my entire childhood growing up. So you got the moon going this way, and then down in here there's gonna be a tent. I think it's a tent with a campfire, I believe. 22 count, again, DMC called for, and each of them has their own baggie of floss. I gotta put this back in the stash, but that will happen in the coming days. Throw this all back in there. And the next one we have is my sunflowers piece, which is this one right here. Heaven and Earth Designs, Mary Ann Boom, 28 count, 1/1, full cross. I'm still up in this section. This one was started this year in 2021. It probably won't be finished until who knows when, but that's okay. Let's see if I can find where a good spot. Oh. 1 minute. Lots of fabric here. Okay, there we go. So here's where it is. Like I said, this was a start in 2021. And so this is the diagonal that I was stopped on right there. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more blocks, about 500 more stitches, and this diagonal will be complete. And then I can move on up to here. Not sure exactly how many stitches I did since I started this piece. I don't have my pattern keeper with me, but I can put it on the screen, how many stitches this is so far. So there's that one. I'm loving it so far. Each time I do a diagonal, I get a little bit of background, and then I get some more of the flower petals, and then a little more background. So it goes quick, especially when it's all just one color in the background block. 1 or 2 colors makes it go quick. And then the next one that we have, just taking things out. This one is the teachers. I know I have that piece here somewhere. Oop, everything's gonna fall out. Okay, here we go. This is what the teachers will look like when it is done. It takes a big heart to help shape little minds, and then you personalize it with the person's name. I have 2 of these in progress at the current moment. This one is going to be mine, and I'll put my name on it. It's not that far from being complete either. I think this one's mine. Is this one mine? Yeah, I think this one's mine. I could be wrong though. But it's not far from being complete. I just have this here, and the personalization. So this one I should hope to get finished in 2022. And then the other one here, this is 22 count. That one was 14. This one is mine, I'm sorry. This one was mine. So this one has a little bit more work to do to go than the other one, but I should be able to get this one closer to a finish this year, if not finished. The first one is the gift one that I wanted to get done for 2021, but I didn't. So we will get it done in 2022, and the recipient does not know that it's coming. And I would like to try to keep it that this person does not know that it's coming. And then in this project bag here, one that I made is the birth sampler. Would like to get this one finished in 2022, in early 2022, so that I can get it sent out. There's just, in this section here, there's just a couple stars to do over here. And then in this bottom section, all that I have to do is fill in the rest of the border on this side and finish down here and go all the way across, and then put all the information for the baby. And then I can get this out to the mom and the dad. And this fabric is Cressing Wave, a 28 count even weave by Fortnite Fabrics. It's very hard to get a good picture. It's like a blues. So there's that one. This one I started in 2021 and will finish in 2022. And then next, we've got 3 Things Sampler by Maura Blackburn. Here is what it would look like when it is finished. This, I believe I started in 2021. Alma's Little Wonders, she was starting it, and I just liked it, so I decided to get it, and doing it as called for. And yeah, called for fabric, called for floss, DMC 2/2 on flax, 32 count. So I will have some left over because I got bigger than what I needed. Excuse me. So here is where it is now. This was a start in 2021. So there will not be any before picture for this one. So this top banner is done except for the 2 flowers. I believe I have that floss. I ordered it. And then this first row of alphabet is done. And the entire border is done. So I'll have a little bit on the side this side left over and on the bottom left over. This one will be coming back out in 2022. I believe it's on my WIP Go board. I can double check. Do I have that notebook in here? No. Yes. We'll do that later. This one is another Heaven and Earth Designs. This is called a Quick Stitch and Time Holiday. This is just the bottom corner of the Stitch in Time, the bigger one by Amy Stewart. I just like the little bottom one, and I am in this corner here, almost getting into the snowman, and I got the flosses that I needed for the little missing pieces. Actually, one of these goes in my other one. I don't remember which one. I don't remember. I thought I ordered the right one, but I'll have to look and see which one I needed for the Maura Blackburn. This is 28 count white Lugana by Witchelt, 1/1. Called for DMC. Started in 2021. So this is, I'm not sure, I don't remember if I'll take this whole piece or not. But my needle's falling off. There we go. This is where it is currently. Let me just fold it just a little bit more. There we go. So just working in and filling these in. Next time I pull it out, I will come in and fill in any of the, you can't see it, but there's a bunch of little stitches in there that need to be filled in, and all throughout this whole triangle there's a bunch of stitches that need to be filled in because I did not have the color for those. So that's a Quick Stitch in Time. This one does not, I believe it, I don't have a before picture. Next we've got this kit here. This is viewing it as the called for in the kit. Elsa Williams, Winter Chores. This was given to me by a friend in all of her cross-stitch stuff that she was getting rid of. So she started in the middle, or what I think she thought was the middle. So I'm just starting from in this corner, working my way to see if I can meet up with where she was, just in case it doesn't meet up. And this is 14 count blue Ada. It's called for with the kit. And everything's called for 2/1. So this is where she had started. And this is where I got to in this year. I don't know if I started this in 2020 or 2021. But here's where it is now. I want to pull this out soon and work on this some more for December. But here's that one. Been enjoying it when I do pull it out. And then what else do we got in here? We have my Cinderella's Castle, which I was using for a challenge group when they were doing monthly challenges and watch parties. So I'm not sure when I'll pull this one out. Maybe this will become my piece that I work on when we go up to our friends every once a month when we go up to visit. I'm working down in this area here, and it's using as called for kit. Everything that was in the kit, 14 count dark blue Ada. And so it's gonna be a pretty large piece when it is done. So here is where it's at now. Like I said, this is the tree and that first part of the castle. and then some of the ground. And there is some little sparkles in the arch of the doorway there. So, yeah, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Like I said, this will probably be the piece that I work on when we travel. Because it has some bigger chunks of color in it. Get all the stragglers in there. And the last piece for this box is in this magic bag, another one that I made. This one is called Jane's Joy by Carolyn Manning. And this is a picture of what it will look like when it is complete. My printer was running out of ink, so it's a lighter rendering of what it actually looks like. And each one of these little squares, it's all individual little squares. 121 stitches in each square. And I actually made it to the bottom, which is nice. So I enjoy this one. This one's pretty enjoyable to stitch on. And this is just a piece, unknown color, from Magic Hour Cross Stitch Supplies, and I believe they're out of Canada. And it's DMC 2/1, sorry. And this is where this one's at. This one was just started in December. So there is no before or after. But here is where it is. Let me move my fingers out of the way. I have the colors that I need. Got stuck to my magnet. I have the color that I need to finish out some of these blocks that are not quite finished. I just hadn't gotten to that part, and I just started going down here to reach the bottom. And now I'll go this way. I keep getting stuck. I will keep going down the row, down the column. That's probably what I'll do the rest of the way. And then come over here and go down the column. Just keep going down the column, down the column, down the column. Come back on this side and go down this way. And then come, because this is the middle, and come and then go up and up. I mean, I could even just go this way and go get to this corner, this side over here too as well. But we'll see what happens, where I go from here on this one. So that is what is in this box that's beside me. These were the pieces that I wanted to focus on in December. So the other box I have is just random, is all the rest of my pieces. So we will get to those and we'll go from there. Alright, so next one that I have here, part is finished and part is not finished. It was a stitch along from the Stitching Book Club on Instagram and Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts on Etsy. And this is done on Fog 28 Count Lugana by PTP. And here was the colors that I used. This was a Christmas Carol. That was last year's Christmas stitch along. So here is the Christmas Carol stitched part. Need to turn this into something. And then in that design, she released the inside, and then the next row, and then the outside. But when she did the last section, she included 3 smalls to make ornaments. So here's the first one that I finished. It says, God bless us, everyone. And then I started on the second one right here. And then the third one will go over here. So I'll have this left over for something else. So we should finish this one this year, hopefully. 2022, hopefully. Won't take that much longer to finish. And then next one I have, these are just in no random order, just what I grabbed out of the box. This one again, I have no picture because it was a mystery sal from Stitch Onto Me, and it was their Halloween sal, and it's 28 count gilded Lugana by Mystic Fabrics, and here's all the flosses that I'm using for it. I need to get back to this one probably next year, but here is where it is. This is as wide as it is. I started to do it 1/1, but then I changed my mind and started to do it 2/2. Full cross. This is a DMC variegated purple. And each one of these blocks is a different little motif. So it's not going to be that big, so I'll have quite a bit of fabric left over. So there will be no before picture because this one was started in 2021. And I signed up for her Christmas one as well. Just to have, you never know when you're gonna want to stitch on something Christmas. Next one I had was a kit that was from one of my friends. And this is the Brucella stamped cross stitch sporting pups. So here's what it will look like when it is finished. And I plan to attempt to make it into a pillow for my dad. Because he had dogs and he loved to fish and he loved to hunt. And here is where it is currently. I need to get back on working on this so that it can get finished. But here's where we are. Got a little bit in the duck's head. I was working on the basket here. And then I got some on this dog over here. And some on the blanket, I think it was, or there goes the bag. So here's where this one is. And I started this one in 2020. So I don't know, or 2021, I don't think I have a picture, put that there, of it before. The next one is Glendon Place, Hope and Strength. It's just a black and white picture. This was my New Year, New Start for 2021. I didn't pull it out much this year. I don't know why. Just never thought to pull it out. Instead of where there are called for beads, I'm not doing any beads on this project at all, because at that time I was working from my stash. So I placed the beads with just a color of DMC. And this is a 32 count Belfast linen, just white. And I believe 2/2. Yeah, 2/2. So here is where this one is. I was just working on the border. I don't know if I'll continue the border, get all the border done, or if I'll go in and work in here this time. I don't know. I kind of like doing the borders first, getting all that stuff done, and then working on the inside. So maybe we'll continue working on the border. It's fun to stitch when I do stitch on it. But yeah, we'll get this one back out in 2022, sorry. And then the next one that I got here is another Stitching Book Club sal. This one was, let me see, Sense and Sensibility. And don't have a picture because it was all mystery parts, but this fabric, do I not have my sticker? I don't have my sticker. I'm just looking to see if I wrote it on anything here. No. But this is the first, I think, yeah, this is the first part of the Sense and Sensibility chart. Not the greatest picture, but I don't know what this one is. I think this is just a blue 28 count maybe. And that's what I have. It's kind of hard to see because there's some whites. It's really light colors. Okay. Light colors on a blue fabric. I would like to get this one out and finish it up. Just using DMC as called for. And here is Pandemic. And this one is on barley corn, 30 count linen, access commodities, and it's using Mississauga silk and hydrangea. And I'm actually enjoying this piece. I actually kind of get lost when I'm stitching on it. So this is the full fabric, which will not be used for this piece, because I'm doing this 1/1 on 30 count because I ordered wrong, and I ordered the piece and then realized that it was too small to do 2/2. So here is where it is currently. This year I think I mainly focused on this part. I'd like to see if I could get this one finished in 2022. But we'll see. Finish working on this motif here and just continue and just keep going across. And we'll get this done. Pandemic by Long Dog Samplers. My first Long Dog. I won't say that it's my only. Ever only. Right now it's my only. And next was another one of the kits from my friend when she gave me all her stuff. So I'm using all called for DMC, all called for kit floss, and the kit fabric. Oops, throwing it at you guys. It's the Halloween sampler by Stitched World X Stitch. I enjoy it because once again it's little finishes of just little Halloween symbols. I believe you'll see in a minute that I don't fall, that I have finished pretty much all of this up here. I think the witch is done and this ghost is done and these are done. So I have this here, I believe, left to do. But yeah, enjoying it. Pull it out around Halloween. I was hoping to finish it this year for Halloween, but didn't happen. So it's 14 count kit Ada. So almost done at the top here. Finish up the cat on the pumpkin. Excuse me, the pumpkin needs to be finished and then back stitched, and the bats here need to be back stitched, and then I can finish the ghost with the pumpkin hat, pumpkin head, and then pumpkins, and then everything else is on the bottom. So here's that one. I would say this one's about 50% complete, if not a little bit more. Paper pattern, so I don't really know percentages or stitches completed. And another stitch along from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. This was her Made to Create sal that they did in 2021, I believe. I don't remember if it was 2021 or 2020. But you can't see because when you first buy the kit like this, when it's a mystery sal, they blur out the picture, and then you get the pieces individually sent to you. I think it was 6 or 7 parts, and I lost steam on it. But I will get it back out and finish it because I have her How Does Your Garden Grow stitch along as well to complete. This was called for kit. I think I did 32 count. and here's where I'm at. I got the E and the A. I got CR and then TE to finish. But I will get it done. It's called for DMC, and their needle minder that they had done for the stitch along, and it says made to create. So it's all things that you need to create with. Like, there's a button and a puzzle piece and the camera, there's little scissors, there's floss, there's a crochet hook, the marker pen, and then the colored pencil and the knitting needles with the ball of yarn, and then one more button there. So this one I will definitely be a finish for 2021. For 2022. And then next we have, this is on 32 count linen, Belfast linen. This was an exclusive chart for the Black Needle Society bi-monthly subscription boxes. This was in the February box. Date with your stitching, I believe. Yeah, date with your stitching box. And it's a little waffle, and it says, I love you, waffle lot. Some people were just doing this. I'm doing would like to do the whole entire little waffle. Called for DMC, if not close to it, in here. And I stitched this one in hand. So this is that band that goes all the way across, all the way around. I was working on that. Get that done first. There's, I believe, some hearts or stuff that go in the little boxes, every couple boxes. So I'll take this out and I'll work some more on the band. And then put the top and the bottom in. And then the next piece, that I have here is, this is my boyfriend's stocking. And this is, I believe, a 32 count, 1/1. And this is all that I have so far on his stocking. This is the top of the stocking here, but I'm going to do some white, and in that white will be where his name will go. You need to pull this back out so that it can actually get some work and hopefully get it finished. I don't know how many stitches or what this, what percentage it's at, but it's there, and we will get some more work done on it in 2022 and hopefully get closer. And to enjoy it, I need to take care of my edges. And so, yeah, those are the projects so far. I'm gonna go put these ones away and grab a few more. Alright, I'll be back in a few. Okay, I'm back. And we have a special little visitor with us this time. This is Chloe. My dad's dog. She likes to hang with her sister. So we have 3 more projects that I'm going to show you. The first one is my Mirabilia. The only one I have so far. This is Scent of Old Roses, in memory of my mother. She liked purples, and she liked roses. So I was like, that's perfect. Called for flosses, but I changed the fabric to, and I have it written down on the back of one of these, I believe. 32 count Earth and Lugana is the fabric that I chose for it. I didn't like the dark green, olivey green. And this is where it is. So I've got the whisper thread in here. I gotta do whisper up here and on this side, and then everything from pretty much from here down will be done except for the beading. So there's that. I even got the Kreinik in there. There's some Kreinik over here as well. I'll show you the whole piece of fabric too. So here's the whole piece of fabric. So I'll have a little extra on the bottom. I like to try to save some fabric if I can. That one I would like to definitely get back out in 2022, finish it up. The next one here I started on September 11th of 2021, and my plan is to work on it every 11th of every month. This is the New York NYC Twin Towers scene by Stitching Jewels Designs. I just love the pattern, and I was like, let's do it. I know everybody has their own memories for 9/11, and I have mine as well. But this one is done on 28 count standee bottom by Fortnite Fabrics. All the calls for DMC, 1/1, and so nice and small. But here is where we are. I'm not sure what the stitch count is. I started just doing kind of a little cross country across, hair in my mouth, a little bit of cross country, and then I'm trying to work it to go into the blocks. The blocks of 10. So we'll pull this one back out. I don't get stuck to it. There we go. This one will get, like I said, will get pulled out on the 11th of every month. Possibly more times, but definitely on the 11th of every month. And the last piece that I have is the Game of Thrones piece that I'm working on for my boyfriend. I took it out of 3 sides of the Q-snap just recently. You know what? I'm just going to take the bottom off. 28 count. I believe this is 28 count 1/1 full cross. Started this in 2019, June of 2019. And when I was working on it, I was doing cross country within the page, and then I'd go to the next page and continue, and so forth and so on. And then around, just looking at the back here, around this point here on the second row of pages is when I started doing my diagonals. And I want to say this is working on the 4th row of pages. So it's all the characters from the TV series. Yeah, we'll get there. Just gotta go all the way to the bottom. These are my parked threads for the next row of pages. Can't see that. There you go. The parked threads for the next row of pages, and these are the parked threads for this diagonal that I'm currently working in. I might pull this one out this afternoon and work some more on it and get some more done. But yeah, we're getting there. We like it. He enjoys seeing the progress every time they pull it out. Big dragon thing across almost all the pages. But yeah, that is the Game of Thrones, and those are all my WIPs. There is one that I did not show, and that's the one for my best friend, because I don't want to put it on here in case she does end up watching these at any point before I finish that piece. Excuse me. But when that piece does get finished, I will do a little video of it, and then put it on here once I know that she has received it. But for now, that is it. Those are all my WIPs for all my WIPs that I have going into 2022. And some of the finishes that I finished in either 2020 or 2021. And my plan for 2022 is I'm not starting things unless they're a gift for somebody in particular, family or friends, because I think it was like 23 or 24 already WIPs, and that for me is a lot. I could technically work on one a day and see progress every day on it, every month, but I like to, stick with like 4 or 5 projects for the whole month. There is the Game of Thrones piece will be a focus for the year in one of the groups. Actually, I think in 2 of my groups. But in the January update video, I will go through my plans for 2022 in a little more in detail, like my WIP board and the other challenge groups that I have, what they're doing for yearly prompts. Because as of right now, the only thing that I definitely know is my WIP board is done, and I started working on some other groups and some other challenges and stuff. But we'll definitely go through all that in January. So with that, I hope everybody had a safe and wonderful Christmas if you celebrate, and hope that you have a happy new year, and I will see everybody in 2022. All right, bye everyone.